Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Laura and thank you for coming to Starfish Corner. I want to thank you to the new subscribers. I appreciate that very much, and I also would appreciate if you would like, share, and comment on the video. I believe you can actually ring the bell as well and be notified when I upload more videos. I do appreciate the feedback from some of you on the last videos, and drawing of the 3 cards seems to be popular. Not much has changed as far as what's going on. Sadly, the bottom of the barrel has still not been reached. But what I wanted to do was once again pull 3 cards from one of my many decks that I'm actually blessed to own. And today is going to be a little different. I am pulling from the Lightworker Oracle by Alana Fairchild. And these cards provide not only a longer insight, but at the end of each description for the card, they do offer a personal invocation that does help to activate the card. Now, I don't know yet if I can put the invocation in the description. So what I did was I printed out the invocation for each of the cards, and I will hold them up at the end of my for each card, and this way you can just fast forward to the invocation that goes along with this card. So what I would like you to do is take a deep breath, relax, just let your mind go a little bit, and pick a card. This is 1, 2, and 3. So take a breath and think about 1, 2, or 3. Okay, card number 1. Card number 1 is Spiritual Decree. And this is a very nice card. And what this is the book. You've been wondering what will happen in your next life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. You have been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions. You are wise in the ways of the receptive, responsive approach to life. It is spiritually mature to trust the greater guiding power of the divine to direct your course. And yet the wishes in your heart are part of how that happens. Divine destiny is not something that just happens to you, but it is something that you co-create as a living spiritual being with free will and divine love beating in your heart. You are being honored for your ability to ask for guidance and wait for signs. You are also being asked to set intention and develop faith in yourself, to trust in what your heart yearns for, what you love so much that you are willing to go through the discomfort of growth to see it come to life. It is time for you to have the experience of seeing your intention blossom into manifestation. This does not mean that you have to make things happen. You are not responsible for how your manifestation occurs. The universe unfolds according to its own genius, of course, but you are responsible for the words, beliefs, and intentions you express that are the seeds of your personal creations. The universe then responds in its own wise and powerful way. When this oracle card comes to you, it is time to speak your truth. What does your heart truly yearn for? Focus on it and say it aloud. Don't be afraid to speak your dreams, desires, wishes, and fantasies. Sometimes it is only daring to speak them aloud that we really understand what we want. This can be a terrifying, liberating, exciting, and life-changing moment. It is the moment that we grow into a spiritual adult, becoming willing to take responsibility for our own life journey. Will you speak your heart truths now? Feel your words moving the energy from deep within, transforming your truth into sound and releasing it as intense into the universe. Don't worry about finding the perfect words. Just speak freely from your heart. Give yourself permission to express your deepest desires and then let go and trust. Now I'm holding up the personal invocation that actually comes at the end of each of these readings. So for card number 1, this is actually the invocation that you need to say to make the card become personal to you. And I do apologize. It is very warm. I have the fan on, and I will get better at this as we go along. So this is the invocation, and like I said, I will attempt to put this in the comments on the video. I really am not sure if YouTube will allow the space for all of them, but this is card number 1. Card number 2 is earth healing. And this is card number 2. And this card states that you are making a real contribution to the planet through your spiritual journey. Remember this and believe that your needs will be generously met by the earth and the universe. What you are doing matters, and you will be supported. The earth recognizes you. She sees you as a conduit through which she is fed higher frequencies of light, love, and divine presence. This assists her on the journey of her own evolution. Earth is an exceptionally beautiful and powerful divine being in her own right. Yes, she, like every other being, benefits from the assistance of higher frequencies, which offer a loving hand to help raise her vibration and continue her evolution. You are here to have your spiritual life journey in a human body. Part of that process will involve sharing your light with the earth itself. This may see you take on the role of a healer, guide, mentor, or teacher to others on the path. It may see you doing work with the natural world, with various earth-centered causes such as conservation and animal welfare, organic and biodynamic farming, and ethical food production. It may involve an active prayer life chant that is ongoing through your day, praying for assistance, compassion, clearing, and blessing when you see an accident on the road, an animal, a person who seems to be suffering, or an item on the news that you know needs light and healing. From the most obvious gestures to the more subtle, the oracle cells your chart are powerful enough to make a meaningful contribution to the quality of consciousness upon the earth. Earth asks you to do your work with quiet confidence and dedication. She gives thanks for all you have done and acknowledges her love for you. She will support you in your work by providing material means for you whilst you are here on this planet. These include financial support, housing, food, and human and animal relationships. She will also provide guidance for your progress, opportunities to grow and expand in your field of influence, education and training opportunities, the means to take advantage of them, and the chance to apply what you have learned in a real-world context. The more you devote yourself to your task of earth healing, the more the earth will support you in fulfilling your inspired goals. If you have been wondering if the spiritual work you are doing is making a contribution, take this oracle as validation that it is. What you are doing matters. Yes, you are going to expand and grow in the work you are doing and the impact that you have in the world because you are capable of that. But you are already helping in ways that you may not realize, but that the earth and the spiritual worlds do. You have loved the earth enough to take human form and do your work here. She knows it, and she will reward you richly for it. Keep working, shining, and growing, dear one. Your presence here is so needed and honored. And I am able to read these more. I did find the book, paid a small fee to have it in a PDF file, so I was able to more formally put these out. And the invocation for the card is here for card number 2. So this is the invocation. You say this personally to give the card more meaning for you. And card number 3, karmic clearing. This is a very good card. It can be scary, the word karma, but according to the book, it is a positive card, and it's going to give you are fast outgrowing a level of consciousness to which you are attached, particular wounds, issues, and struggles. As you outgrow that consciousness, these issues will release their grip on you. You are receiving divine notice that karmic clearing is taking place through a combination of your own efforts and spiritual grace from the heart of the divine. It is time for an old wound to be released once and for all. Karma is not punishment. Karma is essentially our soul's lesson plan for this lifetime, carried over from past lifetimes. It is the way we grow and develop as a soul, sometimes through challenges and sometimes through blessings. Our positive karma is seen in the skills and talents we have mastered over many lifetimes. Also, when opportunities flow easily and healing happens swiftly, there is a sense of positive karma, an easy grace that effortlessly takes place in your life. This is what happens when we are clear enough of our own past pain to have little resistance between us and the natural flow of life. More challenging karma is revealed in the lessons we are still learning. These usually appear in the guise of painful circumstances or reactions that repeat themselves in our lives. The stronger the soul, the more challenging the lesson it is willing to master this lifetime. As with any education, the higher level of training, the more demanding the work. When you are working through big challenges, it is often a sign that you are on an advanced spiritual path. Must you always have struggle in your life as an advanced soul? Of course not. As you master your lessons, you will find you develop an ability to live your life more peacefully. However, it would be incorrect to interpret a struggle as a sign that you are not progressing spiritually. Sometimes the more painful a struggle has been, the more difficult it can be to release that pain and associated memories or scars. The spiritual worlds know you are in need of divine intervention to help clear a pattern that was once painfully lodged in your body, mind, and soul. Enough of the struggle. Divine love now offers healing and freedom. We clear karma by learning to trust and relax, by choosing not to punish ourselves with shame, guilt, fear, or unworthiness, by continuing to balance our efforts with a surrender into divine grace. We take responsibility for our own healing, doing all that we can and trusting that the universe will lovingly and effectively handle everything else so that we can progress and succeed. If you have been struggling with a long-term issue, this oracle card comes as a particular sign that the universe wants to step in and assist you. The invocation for card number 3 has a caveat to repeat this invocation for at least 6 days and nights to invite this blessing of karmic clearing through love into your life now. And this is the invocation for card number 3. I hope this video was good and it answered your questions. I hope it reached at least one person, for that is my goal, to make a difference to one person, just like the person who takes the starfish and throws it back in the water. I do apologize for the interruption on my phone. That was an alarm that I forgot to deactivate. But I do hope that you did enjoy this video. Again, please like, share, and subscribe. I will see if I can put those invocations in the description. I wasn't sure, so I did it, and I was lucky enough to have this book available to me in a Word and PDF format, so it was much easier for me to read the accompanying booklet with these particular cards. I find these cards very enlightening and very comforting. Even though some of the messages may be harsher, they are complete. And if you were to purchase the deck, usually what I do is on a full moon, I actually take one card from the deck and ask that deck to focus. I pull the card, and that is the card that I focus on for the month until the next full moon. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, please like, share, and subscribe, because if anything, we need these messages of positive hope and peace, and to know we're not alone. There are so many more people with good intentions and good hearts than there are people who are much lower vibrational creatures. All we can do is hope that at one point, somehow, their grief and grievance is replaced by love and gratitude. Because carrying around that grief and grievance, their hearts are so full of that, they have no room for grace or gratitude. So we can just hope that at one point they realize this and try to change that. Anyway, my email is starfishmsw@gmail.com. As always, I will place that in the description as well. Please feel free to like and comment. Ring the bell. I noticed I did have one because I'm still new at this. But anyway, I really appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that I provided at least a little comfort or a little information or a little support to everybody to know we're not alone and we're together. I send you the brightest of blessings for everything wonderful. Until I post again, thank you so much. Bye-bye.